Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, I want to look at words spelled with letters EE and EA and talk about some similarities and differences in how we pronounce these. So a viewer asked me about the words meet, as in to meet someone, and meat as in the food, and both of these have the E vowel, and they are pronounced exactly the same. So there's no difference between meat and meat. I had some meat to give you when we meet. And the same holds true for the word beat, the food, and beat like the beat of a drum. And also read, the plant, and present tense, read as in I'm going to read a book today. So the E vowel is typically spelled with EE or EA, and sometimes also with just letter E, like in me or she. Usually when you see EE, you can count on it being the E sound. EA is also normally the E sound, but there are some other vowel sounds that are spelled with the letters EA. For example, we have read, present tense, I read a book, but read, past tense, I read a book yesterday, has the vowel, and this read, as in read a book, is pronounced the same as the color red. So I read a red book. I read a book about reeds. I read a red book. So you can't always look at the letters and know what vowel sound to say in English. Obviously, this is part of one of the challenges of English. But if you do learn about patterns, you can most of the time count on EE and EA saying the E sound, and then you just need to learn some words are an exception. And usually what I like to suggest is that you go from the vowel sounds, learning how we spell the vowel sound, what words it's in, what common words, how we spell the E vowel sound, and having some anchor points. I like to use for the E sound, I use green tea. And you see how we have the EE and EA spellings there. And then that way I can compare. If I'm checking the word read, and I know I'm thinking about present tense, I like to read and green. I can match those two vowels, listen for that E sound, and pronounce it accurately. Or if I'm hearing someone talk about something that they read, and I can visualize it with the vowel, I like to use red tent for this vowel because it's typically spelled just with letter E. Red is an exception with EA. Then I can visualize that and also pronounce that vowel correctly, understand what the vowel is and what I should be saying. Another example, like the color red and I read a book, we have bred, as in she bred horses, and bread, the food that we eat. Similar or the same pronunciation, same pattern. Both of these also have the vowel. And then one example where the EE and EA are not the same are in the words greet and great. So unlike meet and meat, where both are E, these are not equal. Here we have the E vowel, same as meet, beat, read, greet. But in great, the EA says the A diphthong. We typically spell that diphthong with an A, letter A plus an E at the end, or with AI, like in rain, or AY, like in day. So more often when you see the A vowel, it's going to be spelled this way. One of these three ways, with two vowels, AI, AY, or an A with a silent E at the end. So the word great is pronounced the same as great as in the adjective, things are going great, is pronounced the same as the word grate, a grate to cover the fireplace, for example. This same pattern of the EA saying A also happens in the word break. So taking a break and breaking the brakes in the car have the same pronunciation, and again they both have the A diphthong. So even just with common everyday words, sometimes spelling is the reason you may be mispronouncing a word or struggling with a word, and I do recommend learning the symbols for the vowel sounds and also just having a way of visualizing words that are the same and recognizing that spelling sometimes it's not necessarily hard for you to say these words with these vowels, but knowing which vowel you're supposed to be saying. Because of how a word is spelled, this is often a little bit tricky. We learn these general rules. We start to learn E-A as the E sound, and then there's examples where it says other sounds. I do have a series of videos looking at spelling and sounds. You can check that out here on the channel. You can also get a lot more details about the vowel sounds and their spelling in our Sounds of English course on speechmodification.com. We walk you through how to work through all the different vowels, recognize where they are, how they're spelled, and the difference between letter sounds and sounds of English, the vowel sounds. It's a great way to build a strong foundation to pronounce any word you like confidently and easily in American English. So I hope you'll check that out. That's our Sounds of English course, and you can find it on our website, speechmodification.com. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have a question for me, a word you'd like to see me cover in our Word of the Day series, or anything else, please feel free to leave that in the comments. I do go through those to get back to you with answers, refer you to videos and resources that can help you. You can also attend our Saturday live question and answer classes and ask questions by typing them in the chat, and I'll answer those for you live. I hope to see you there on Saturday. I'll be back again tomorrow with another Word of the Day class, and Saturday we'll have our live class. Thanks everyone for watching this video, for your comments, liking, sharing, subscribing. All of those things really help support the channel, and I truly appreciate your support. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye everyone. Hope to see you again soon.